things that's very interesting too. So as I've aged in this industry, and I've do y'all consider me mainstream at this point in terms of just the whole brand? Y'all could tell me. Polo G, this media outlets, we'll talk about it. I never seen it, but let me. Do y'all consider me like industry, or at least like just mainstream? I don't know, industry or mainstream. So we say, yeah, this and third. Okay, cool. Fuck, okay. All right. I'm not gonna say it's not cool to a certain extent. And I've always said that, even me having a grown-up discussion about like the last subject we were talking about is because I know that, unless you're a narcissist and a selfish motherfucker, you're going to expect a few things. Because I think I'm good, because I think what I've done is great, I expect for people to copy. I expect for people to follow. I expect for people to imitate. But I also expect for, at least in my behalf, I need to start setting the bar. This is the reason why I went to Everyday Struggle. I went to Everyday Struggle because I was like, well, you're going to just, the ultimate thing was just being the top YouTuber? No. I wanted to be the guy. I ain't gonna lie, I almost shed a tear when Spotify put me on the billboard, even though, shit, Company should have done that before, but whatever. It was just like, damn, you were doing videos in the back of your fucking car. But what I'll tell you is that with me having some success, the people who used to compete with me years ago, not everybody is happy about that. I'll give you an example. Dom is Live. Dom is Live, I think I've told you multiple times, we have no beef. Dom is Live has actually talked to me multiple times saying, hey, Ak, I love what you're doing. By the way, salute to Dom is Live. You know why? Because I think we both realized whatever our shit was going back and forth was stupid. And as he watched me kind of like still trying to elevate, he was there and saying, yo, I like what you're doing. And by the way, this is not to cast any aspersion or any type of thing on him, because he's elevating as well. There's certain things about him that I don't know if he's ever told you guys, but he's told me, and I was like, oh shit, that's good. I like hearing that. It's not my place to tell you what it is. Me, y'all know I'm obsessive about being in this music industry and being in this media industry. So it's not Dom. But there's other people, as I've climbed up the ladder, they've gotten really upset. Most notably, there's this one character, or usually two characters, but one right now is sleeping with the earthworms, and is college kid. I offered and I tried to deal with why they were just upset at me. I didn't know why. I heard them say, like, because people send me like little tweets like, yo, they're upset that you got popular, or part of your popularity was all Chicago, and they felt like they were first in the center. And I'm like, damn, I understand their thought because they were first. But what could I do? I'm not someone, in these days, I'm not in the place of trying to beef with everyone. I don't want to beef with everyone. I literally just told y'all, bro, it's the reason why me and Adam are cool. Bro, I don't want to beef with Adam. Nigga, there was a time I was down to. And y'all seen how that went. It was nasty. But at this time, I don't want to beef with anyone who's in the lane that I feel like I'm trying to push ahead. And by the way, I'm glad that me and Adam were on good terms, and me and Vlad, we've always been on good terms. But this one fucking character, or these two guys, or used to be, so upset at me, right? I have no idea. Honestly, if they just came to me early on and said, yo, Ak, just give us a shout out. Like, yo, we feel like you kind of like leveled up. Like, we're not doing that. Remember Drill died for a while. And when Drill died, I kind of just went back to do my regular shit. But, their business probably hurt it a little bit. And I was probably I'll be down to do that. Like, oh, yo, y'all check this person out. But everything that came was hate. Hate. Yo, he exploited Chicago. And one of the things that happened from that is that they started moving the goalposts, the more ineffective they were in trying to convince people that I was just some degenerate or whatever it is like they were trying to do. Yo, exploited kids in Chicago. And they were hoping that stuck. And this is where I told y'all, like, it might have seemed funny because a lot of stuff I say, like, seems to have a comedic edge. But when I said that the brother Ray Sean died of hatred, 19, it was because of me actually being reasonable and trying to say, imagine your last tweet in life was hating somebody who didn't really hate you. It's sad. So they said I exploited kids in Chicago, and I did it for my gain. By the way, I'm gonna put it out there, and I wanted to make it be known. I made less than $200,000 off the entire War in Chirac season, or series, or whatever you want to call it. I can tell you, it's been years since I've made less than $200,000 per month. So it's one of those things. That's my ultimate goal, and I can tell y'all now. I'm gonna show y'all the statement on War in Chirac. I'm gonna donate that to a Chicago organization, but I want to be very much involved. I don't want to just give it to random people. I don't care about that money. Okay? So I do know their problem wasn't with Chicago, because also what I found out, they're not from Chicago. So as much as people attack me like, yo, you're from whatever, they're not from Chicago either. They're not mad at how I cover Chicago. They're mad at somebody says, bro, that shit got a couple M views, you're capping. YouTube wasn't paying like that. I'm telling you. Bro, you gotta realize I was doing videos about just violence constantly. It wasn't paying like that. It's less than 200,000. I can tell you right now. Let me see if I can open it up on here. Y'all must be like really delusional. How much y'all think I made on War in Chirac? Like a lot of money? Let me see if I can switch to that channel. It's somewhere in the cut. No, I can't. I gotta get on my other computer. Trust me. Last time I checked, I think it was like 140,000. Y'all might be shocked. I used to have like 8 channels, so I was probably making 100K. But like my main channel, which I was covering like Kanye and Drake, that was always making me like 70K. Like War in Chirac was always like a 15 to 20K a month channel, if that. I'm telling you real money. Like y'all don't really want to understand, but that's really what it was. And by the way, if I'm wrong about this, just because I want to be very fair, like whenever that happens, like I'll show y'all that. I'm gonna show you the exact thing. I can't edit what YouTube said I've made over the lifetime of the channel. I'll show y'all. But I'm just trying to tell you it wasn't a lot. But you know what? It sounds like a lot because people try to chalk my success up to that. For all the great moments, all the viral times, all the great sayings, all the times that I've just persevered, I've been doing what I've been doing. This is 2022 for over 10 years. It's like 12 almost at this point. People that don't like me, they try to use the War in Chirac. Oh, that's why you're popular. No. I've sold shows for 10 times as much as I made on that. But it's fine. I understand it. And I've always said, Charlamagne told me one time, he said, man, if that's the only thing they got against you, shit, you're fucking winning. Because at a certain point, people start disliking your success. So cool. I realize that these college kid dudes, they don't, their problem isn't the War in Chirac, really. Is that I succeeded and I kind of broke out of that mold of being a YouTuber. Cool. For the last couple of years, and by the way, I'll even admit stuff that maybe you would consider uncool or whatever that I did. Yeah, I've had moments I kind of went in on them. And most notably, in the last year, and this is why, this is a lead up to talk about some current shit. I'm not even that mad about what they did do, even though the people and entities around me, including lawyers, have like, we're realizing we can't allow lies to take its course. They've just started to lie on me. And it's a random lie, I believe. They've came up with trying to frame me as a pedophile. Now, this is gonna be the first and last time I speak about this because we're gonna get legal after this. Because I've realized, listen, I don't care if they said stuff about me, call me a bitch, fat, this and third. I mean, I've said stuff about them. I've clowned even his brother who died. I get it. But making them a false lie, we've seen what happened to Tasha K. So, this is where we're at. They use two situations that they're trying to say Akademiks is so-and-so. One is a conversation that I was having, I believe, on stream, where I believe Bad Baby at the time, and I'll be honest, she was, I believe, 17 maybe at the time. She was on my live stream. I asked her if she fucked Trippie Redd. They have ran with that to say I was asking about her sex life. So I was interested in a 17-year-old's sex life. That is so far from the truth. The context, and this is why I've never thought I would be ever like dealing with a lawyer when it comes to shit like this because I talk shit. But when someone is completely lying and they're just putting out information to make people think that it's because it's way old, right? So let's explain this. There was conversation around, 6ix9ine said that that X told him that Trippie had sex with Bad Baby. And that's one of the reasons she was acting weird. Something like that, right? Granted, she was 17 at the time, I believe. Whatever. She was underage. I asked to figure it out. I said, yo, is that true? I don't even think she admitted it. But, 6ix9ine was the person who came up with that. And really, you have to understand asking that question is trying to figure out, are these rappers who are of age fucking you, which you're underage? However, they try to take that information and make it like Ak cares about who a 16-year-old is interested in because he has some weird perverted like fetish. Keep in mind, and Bad Baby, if you see this is not to disrespect you. I've never been attracted to Bad Baby. First of all, she's a very skinny white girl. Ugh, that's not my type. And it's meant with no disrespect. But I understand when you have been getting clowned and you've been losing, and I'm talking about college kid, to everybody. Like Akademiks is clearly winning. You're not winning. How do you get back at him? You try to take this out of context. Also, people will believe it a little bit more because there was a viral hacked tweet of mine. It was hacked. Everybody knows it because the same hacked tweet said it was talking about Drake's dick. It was talking about Tekashi got locked up or got killed. There was like about 30 tweets they sent out from my account when they hacked it. They talked about every celebrity in the fucking book. But I guess people like it was either funny or people like, what the fuck? There was a tweet about Bad Baby's titties at 16. Clearly not me. Clearly not me. I spoke to Twitter. They got me back access to my account. They told me how the people got access to my account. And also, there was a potential lawsuit with me and my phone carrier. I'll give you the full details. They hacked my phone service. They called them up, and they were able to swap SIM, which means they knew my number. They called up my phone company and said, yo, hey, this is Akademiks, or say my real name. Hey, could you swap the SIM? And they swapped the SIM to an existing phone that wasn't owned by me. At that time, that's all you needed to get into Twitter. They got into my Twitter retail. They did it to a bunch of other people. I could even Google here. DJ Akademiks, Twitter, hacked, jail. The guy went to jail. So they found the guy because, listen, you can fuck with Akademiks, but there's certain people like you should know. Let me see. There's a guy who went. Granted, if you got the link, just send it to me on DM. It was me. It was Akademiks. I think it was Obama. Twitter hacked. I was definitely not part of the fucking. Oh, I think this is it. No, is this? Is it this? I think this is it. So this was a guy hacked a bunch of people. I think I'm involved in. They named me too. Tampa Bay Times. I'll click on it. This is all live. You know, I'm trying to. Twitter hacker. Yeah. I remember the reason why they fucked up. Look at this. Like, you don't hack these people. You know what I mean? They hacked a bunch of people. I forgot, but I was in the mix. Like, I was one of the accounts they got. There was exploit open with Twitter and also Instagram. So Instagram allowed people to get the email and the phone number associated with the account if you did some API shit. They took that and then they found out the phone carrier. They called up the phone carrier. They said, yo, from what I heard at times, because everybody's account has passwords or like pins, they would cry, oh my God, like blah, 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 and they would freak out. And the person who's a customer service person was like, all right, you know what? Since you're in the middle of, because they'll be like, yo, I'm stranded. Like, I don't remember anything. Like, I need a fucking whatever. And they would be like, oh, okay, this is extreme circumstances. They would bypass it and just do the switch. But when they did the switch, you're doing it on someone's popular account. They did it on mine. And when they did it, clearly on Twitter, it used to have an option to say, if you don't know the password, you could log in via link via your phone or like some passcode. They did that shit. They went up there and they tweeted out a bunch of stuff. Okay. I think that's been kind of like debunked already. I think everybody kind of knows. I never tweeted that out. Right. And even though ignorant people or people who hate me bring this up from time to time, people know by and part and large that shit did not come from me. Okay? Bet. Then the other thing, and this is recently where I seen this motherfucker trying to, these college kid niggas trying to, or actually one of them, because the other one's in hell. And by the way, that's what I'm not even mad at what they try to do, because nigga, and I'm here to also admit for my sins. I put that nigga's brother's casket up on the fucking screen. I'm gonna be very honest. And if a nigga put your family member's casket up on the screen, lying about them is the least you could do. So I'm not even upset at them, okay? But because I know I'm a bigger platform, I know that I'm the guy, I like to address this once and for all. And once I address it, I don't have to go back. Because I know my chat niggas will refer people to this video. So after I laughed at this nigga's twin, and not only his brother's twin, you know, he's resting in peace, or maybe in piss. I get it. There was going to be some blowback. And the blowback was him, I'll go to their website. The blowback is them posting, they link it directly, which I think they think they're smart, but I have lawyers who's looking at this. Is cool. Who says this? Akademiks speaks on underage girls. Now I'm going to play this, and then we're going to play the full context, right? So this is what they're trying to drum up. By the way, before I even get to this, let me give you, because I've seen certain people who are, you know, y'all love me, and I love my chat niggas. They're like, yo, you got to respond. The reason why you might see me not respond that quickly is because the people who really watch me know it's cap, and every other real media journalistic outlet, they would do research to actually find the truth, and that's why none of them are posting it. The only people who are posting it is the guy who's mad because his brother died and a couple meme pages. Let's be clear, right? Also, I think he's doing this thinking that Spotify is going to react. I have a lucrative deal with Spotify, and I can tell you this is not even a thing. The reason why I could even mention Spotify here is because I know this is a fact. Okay? Salute to Charlemagne and salute to other people who Charlemagne told me this one thing. Actually, I won't even tell you what he taught me. But he taught me after he went through what he went through when people try to dig up old shit on him. When doing contracts now, all that old shit, that sounds good. You can make people a bunch of, like, whoever you want to mad, but it will not affect the money I get, okay? So it just is what it is. So that's the reason I don't respond, because I'm like, nigga, Spotify don't care. The people who I do business with don't care. Nobody's gonna care but the people who don't like me. Why am I keep talking about this, right? But you know what? I want to give a video for the people who do care about me. And this is going to be the video that you get to point everybody in the world to, oh, y'all saying this? Well, here's a response. Cool. So let me play this video. Here we go.
But real, to keep it real, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick. And to keep it real, if you think about it in the...
Okay. So you guys heard that, and that's the clip they're going with, right? So by the way, I own this content. Instagram is waiting for me to lay a claim on the page if I want. It's cool. So let me explain this. By the way, this is a clip from 10 years ago. I'm going to play the full context of the clip. And by the way, let's actually pull it up. Akademiks, Tiger, Kylie. Okay, I got it right here. Okay? So about 8 years ago, right? I'll even put up the actual date. About 8 years ago, 2014, 8 years ago, right? I was doing a topic on my YouTube, a YouTube I don't use anymore, but it is my YouTube, that says Tiger denies being in a relationship with Kylie Jenner. Now, this was when everyone knew Kylie and Tiger were fucking around. Tiger was 24, Kylie was 17. Okay? So this is the context. And this is what's important. At no point did I ever say that I fucked somebody under 17 or under 18. I was given an example of how, and I want to give y'all this example before I play this whole clip. I'm going to play the full clip. I said in college, I said 17 becomes a gray area because people don't ask for IDs. There's some smart, or sometimes people start kindergarten early and they'll get to college when they're about to turn 18, but they'll turn 18 in January and they get there in September. When somebody's in college, and just like I say with high school, when somebody's in high school, if a nigga was in high school, I know somebody, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but I'm just going to be real. I know somebody who he had just turned 18 and he was dating like someone in a lesser class. This is high school. There's people who end up being 18 in high school. I was talking about being in an institution, so college or high school, where the ages are a little bit out of what is actually acceptable, right? And this is what I have to tell y'all, right? Somebody just said 4 months of the college year, some people are 17. It depends on when you're born. You know, that's all I was saying. When people go to college, and you'll hear in my full clip, people do not check IDs. No one in college, and if y'all ever been to college, no one says, hey, how old are you? I've been to college. They're usually under the assumption, by the way, if you're in college, at least if you're doing 4 years, you're probably not over 21. Usually, right? Those people usually assume that the people they're dating or they're dealing with are of age. They usually, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I never used my license in college at all. It was mostly college ID. You almost looked at the college ID like it was a sign that you are of college age. Okay? So I want to play this video in full. And by the way, when people are this is the context I'm saying is missing from it. This was never said that, oh, no, I'm doing this. I'm giving you the example of what I know happens in college. And I know when I was in college, I didn't really ask for ID. I'm going to be honest. I didn't ask for ID. I'm like, yo, you go here. I know you live in that dorm. Okay, I'm assuming you were of age. This is college. Now, they're putting this clip out 8 years later when now I'm in my 30s. So it looks bad. Where it's like, yo, you're 31 and 2. No. If you're, and this is one of the things I was saying about even high school. I know dudes who end up turning 18 that their girlfriends are 16. Like they were 17 and 16 when they both got together, then homie turns 18. What happens? This is a discussion. This is not me saying what's right or wrong. This is me presenting a new story, and I want people to, you guys make up your own decision. So anyway, I want to play the full thing in context. You can tell how old this is because I don't even think I use a GIF. This was before the GIF era. So let's go.
DJ Akademiks, and now I'm Tiger. He finally addresses the rumors that he's...
Yo, my voice sounds so weird back then. I don't know why my voice sounded that weird back then. Let's go, though.
donkey fucking Kylie Jenner. Now, Kylie Jenner is 17. Tyga is 24. A lot of people are turning their nose up at the possibility they're fucking or even in a relationship. Some people say he's waiting until she's 18 before he lets everybody know he's donkey fucking her. And now he came out in this interview with our Vibe and he said, listen, Kylie, nah. Listen, I ain't dating her. See, the thing about Kylie, I know Kylie and the whole family.
Oh, I did use gifts back then. Man, I've been using gifts for a long time, man. I think that's why I got mad at Dom's life, because gifts my thing. Like, gifts, that's my thing, bro.
For 4 years, I introduced Black China to Kim K about a year ago. So everybody's been cool. But it's like just so hard. Their world is different. If somebody want to hang
By the way, I'm quoting Tiger right here. This is him. I think he put out a statement.
out cool, I'm not opposed to hanging out with somebody. I hang out with Kylie, her sister Kendall. I hang out with Scott Disick. Sometimes I hang out with Chloe. But people want to take the situation with Kylie to a next level. Now, let's be honest, because don't listen to Tyga fucking lying. Any Negro could realize that Tyga's lying. Tyga's fucking her. Yo.
So let me pause it. So in the video, I'm literally saying Tyga is lying. He is completely not being honest about not fucking Kylie, who is 17 and he's 24.
That's no speculation. Tyga's fucking her. Why would somebody that's 24 be hanging out with a chick that's 17? Come on now, he's fucking her. But now, a lot of people are saying, well, this is kind of disgusting. Some people are saying it's...
Now, if you watch my videos, and I hate to keep pausing it, you do know I try, even if it's rare that I'm just like on one side. I remember I even did this on Instagram. I was just like, who was that? Oh, I was just mad at that girl who got trouble killed because I know bitches like that, bro. So like, I didn't even write the caption where y'all could just argue back and forth. I was just like, fuck this bitch. But usually, anytime I do a topic, even if I don't care about it or I'm on one side, I try to make it open. Okay?
It's not. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Seriously. Listen, I remember when I went to college and I just about to graduate, because when you're about to graduate college, you're about like 21, and then the chicks coming in are usually 18 or 17. And to keep it real, if you think about it,
let me explain that part too. That is true. When you're a senior in college, you're about 21. The people who are usually freshmen usually are 18. There's like the one little random person who's like 17. So that's like, you know, I don't know if they edited, I don't know what part they edited, but I want to play my clip in full. You get me?
In the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17.
Okay. Now, I think that part was taken out of context. And I'll play it again.
If you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine.
Okay. So, and listen, I'm trying to be as fair as I can be too, because I want to be straight. I'm doing this one time. What I was trying to say is that when a nigga is either you're 21 or 20, right? And someone's like 17. This is only in the college dynamic, right? Because they put 4 years of kids together, just like they do in high school. I said, usually there's not much of a difference. Like when you're in college, you don't really see the difference. And I still believe that. You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's some people who look like kids in college. That's 100%. And I'm not talking about those people, clearly. Or maybe it's not clear, so I got to point it out.
I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting fucked. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17 and I'm 21. She's going to get this dick. But that's just being honest. But that's on a college level because you're in that.
That's good. That's a good place to pause it. By the way, that does sound wild. What I will say is that this. I say that because you don't ask for age, bro. Like, so it's one of those things where, like, you might find out, like, you really don't ask for age. Like, in college and high school, you don't ask for age, bro. I'm telling you don't ask for age. My nigga, I'm telling you. Yo, you might ask somebody they're a freshman, but as long as they go to your school, bro, you do not ask. It's not that you want anybody underage. You just assume. So that's what I'm saying. If it ends up being that, it's like, yeah, that's not what you wanted to do type shit. But it's like, I don't look at it as in somebody deliberately looking for kids.
You're in that whole environment where the whole fucking school is your age. So you're kind of looking around. You're like, wait, I'm not going around checking IDs. If you come to the school, obviously you're probably old enough, usually. So we fucking. But as far as Tiger's a little bit older, 24. Then the chick is 17, which is kind of a gray area, which he definitely fucking her, but he keeping on the low. In reality, Tiger's just trying to hide the fact that he's fucking that half-young safari pussy that Kim Kardashian chick got. She's not even full Kardashian.
All right. And then I think that's where we get to some other stuff. But anyway, the conversation that I gave, and by the way, also to put in better context too, isn't validating that Tyga, being 24, should be dating or having sex with 17. I was trying to play devil's advocate as, yo, there's certain places where a close enough age range, 24, you're not in college, or you shouldn't be in college. You should either be in grad school or something else. You're a little bit weird. You're weird. If you're doing that, you're weird. But I'm trying to, the only point I was trying to say, which by the way also doesn't apply to Kylie, I'll be honest. It doesn't apply to Kylie because Kylie did not go to college. If we're having a conversation about dudes who have messed with people who are 17, I know people who in college who are 18 who fuck 17-year-olds. I do know. And if that's what you want to call a pedophile, fuck it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know people who were 18, they both started dating at 17, one turned 18, and they fucked the 17-year-old, bro. I'm being honest. 100%. That's the reality of it. There is no age limit to it. I'm being honest with you. And what I mean by age limit to it, the problem, and by the way, I don't have a problem with college kid trying to use any video. It's trying to contextualize it like I like kids. If you look at the women I've dated, I've never dated anyone. Actually, let me think about this. I haven't dated anyone in probably the last 5 years that was below like even 21. Like for me now, around you got to be 20 because I drink. So I drink. So if I'm dealing with a girl now, you have to be able to drink with me, right? So around that age. So 20, 21, 22, that's where we at. Now, granted, legally it would be 18, but that's not what I would even be involved with. Yeah, somebody said, it was the first time comment just said, no age limit is crazy. You got to think before you speak. Well, you got to understand when I say no age limit, and I was saying it in the context of literally college. You're not going to find a 14-year-old in college. You're usually going to find 18-year-olds in college. I'm telling you, everybody who I knew in college, I knew maybe 2 17-year-olds that happened to somehow, they were either super smart, right? They were either super smart or some shit where they skipped a grade. Like I could tell you, like my best friend in college, she was 17. He's acting like she was my sister. She was a girl. Obviously, that's what she is. And I think people were like, whenever she did say her real age, people were shocked. Like, wait, how did you get, but she skipped a grade. You get what I mean? The majority of people in that environment, you assume that people are like of age. And that's all I'm going to say. 24 dating a 17-year-old, I don't agree with. actually, once you've gotten past 18, no, you see, I still won't even speak on that. Once you've gotten past 21, unless you're in college, bro, you should be clearly looking for people that's of your age. You get me? College is a weird dynamic also with high school. With high school, there's a dynamic of somebody being 18 and somebody not. And this is a possibility. It's a slight possibility. The possibility is just that I know niggas who have graduated at 18, but they're dating the freshman. Or they're dating the junior. So it's 17 and, it's 18 and 16. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, like, the point of me clearing this up is just for y'all to, have some context to it. And the entire context is this. Somebody who likes kids, you would have a history of me being with kids or trying to talk to kids. As soon as somebody's of a certain age, and I know I'm good. I don't even want to, like, honestly, like, I've seen 20-year-old chicks try to these days like shoot their shot at me, and I'm usually like, yo, listen, hit me up when you could be doing the shit I'm doing, because I be drinking and shit like that. So okay, Rock, you mentioned, I think that's the point I was trying to get at. When I said it's a gray area, bro, I'm telling you, if y'all all sit here and act like, and by the way, you know the reason why I'm not mad about talking about this, and this is why college kids gonna fail. We're not in a cancellation culture no more. Like, this is not about to be like, oh my God, let's dethrone act. No, I'll fucking explain it. We're not in that, like, thank you, Amber Heard, and you fucking weirdos who fucking, like, created these outrages for no fucking reason. But the cancellation culture shit, like, people starting to understand or listen to you a little bit more in terms of, okay, this is what this person's saying. What are you saying? And it's exactly why I'm like, yo, nigga, I'll come on here, nigga. I'm gonna finna be the case, nigga. The fuck? Nigga, I never said I fucked nobody when I was 21 that was whatever. I'm like, that's the mentality. That was the mentality in college. I'm gonna keep it 100,000. So, yeah. Somebody said, bro, what are you saying? You see, this clip aged bad because now I'm in my 30s. When I did this clip, I was probably 22. Right? 24 probably. I was younger. So I was looking at it from a different lens. Right? These days, when I hear 17, it sounds ridiculous because I'm in my 30s, right? But when you're that young and you remember how when you were 18 and 19, some of the girls who you usually come in contact with at 18 and 19 are 17. Okay? Anyway, listen, put it like this. I explained it once. I don't have to explain it again. Anybody else kick rocks, I'm going to be rich forever, nigga. And I ain't going to motherfucking place. Deal with it, okay? Come with another one. And, yeah, that's just what it is. I do want to address a few more things before I get off.